What's up? Hello, fellow human beings, planet Earth. How are we all doing on this glorious, glorious video gaming day? Hello. And Eric, what's up? Hello, everyone. I do indeed have brand new teeth. I'm a brand new teeth man. What are they called again when you have those, like, you don't have teeth anymore, you have those, like, they just kind of plug in? Implants. Now, are they called something else? Veneers. Are they called veneers? Arf. Arf. Oh, is it in front of your teeth? Oh, I don't know that. Pet the dog. You want me to pet this guy? You want to pet this guy? Crown, maybe? Oh, maybe. Is that the thing where they like don't they like file the teeth out or something, or just like where's the tooth usually after? Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Why? Well, my teeth are fresh and clean. I've not had any cavities in like, I don't know, like 15 years or something, and I will never have one ever again. I refuse. Logan's teeth, on the other hand, they're probably not very good. Huh, Logan? How's your teeth doing? Oh, teeth. I pity the pizza who comes across Enda's teeth. Why? I just had some food and some chocolate milk to undo all the work my dentist did. He's like, I'm cleaning your teeth. I'm like, alright, sure, I'm gonna mess them up right after this. Ah! Du kan her, ikke det? Ja, det kan være godt. Hello. Hello. I got two fillings next to it. Jesus. Jesus, man. Jesus, man. Jesus, man. I hate people doing anything in my mouth, dude. I don't like having dental work done. It's literally one of the worst things ever. It's like I can't breathe. And I think I said this before. Last time I got I think what completely like broke me into being pretty anal about my teeth is that I last time I got a hole filled. I don't think the thing they inject to make you not feel stuff. I don't think it worked. I felt everything, and I was like, oh, that was painful. I was getting late at flossing. I mean, I only brush and floss once a day, but my teeth are perfect, basically. No. Up hand. Ja, var det riktigt med mig. Jag ser mot mig då igen. Ja. Rub it in more, you son of a bitch. Well, I contribute 99% of my teeth being good to this. The fact that when I brush my teeth, my toothbrush is here. That's where my toothbrush is, guys. My toothbrush isn't in the bathroom, it's right there. I have my toothbrush right here, guys. When I do my tooth things, I do it here. So I'm watching like a YouTube short, I'm browsing Reddit, I'm brushing my teeth, and I floss first, I'm flossing my teeth, I'm watching YouTube or whatever. I spend like 20, 30 minutes just brushing my teeth. I contribute a lot of my teeth well-being to that. Because if I'm brushing my teeth anywhere else, I'm just impatient about it. I'm just like, well, I'll just get it over with. Like, who's gonna floss in the bathroom? That takes like 5 minutes of just focusing. While I'm doing it here, I just have the floss thing. I'm just like, I brush twice per regulated flossing. I can do it every day for weeks and then I fall off. I just do it first. I floss first and then I brush my teeth. Alright. Well, we have like a couple of hours before I gotta go walk the dogs. I was back at approximately the time I thought I would be back, so that's nice. Got a nice like 10-kilometer walk in. IRL dog walking stream? No. I can't do that. I don't have the data. Like I said before, I don't have enough data on my phone. I don't. And if I go in for my plan, then I'll get a worse plan or a more pricey plan, right? Like they really want me to get rid of my plan because I have a super cheap plan. Because it has so low data, and they don't support that anymore. There's like, well, we don't. That's not a thing anymore. I'm like, well, what are you gonna do? One day I'm gonna say to. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it. It's not something I would mind doing. But I don't think it would be that entertaining. But it's just I don't have the data for it. Good to see you, Endaline. Or should I say, Sammy dear? There's only one way to be sure. I need you to tell me something only you and I would know. When I used the cocoon to take on Ituaka's form, what creature did I hunt? You never told me. You're on the same phone plan as my grandpa. You should still regularly check though. Check what? I mean, I'm on a really old phone thing. That's Giga Omega cheap. Your plans give so much more for a price? No, they don't right now at least. I gotta go have some more time to work back. Orchid Red is like 300 for ADSL speeds, and I finally convinced the property manager to let me change it. I'll be getting 10 extra speed for like 25 off the cost. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the thing is that I don't use the internet on my phone at all. Like, never, for anything, basically. The only exception has been, like, some moments in my life where I've, like, been away from home for a little bit of time. But even then, I've used up that internet speed, like, twice or something. But if that ever changed, yeah, then I would change it up, of course. You never told me. It's really you. What? That's a relief, indeed. I never told you that my arrow struck a great wild boar, a prize for any hunter. Sammy there is the only one who ever saw it. Sorry for doubting you, but I could think of no better way to expose him if he'd attempted to impersonate you again. I have to remain vigilant, after all, even though no news of his plots has reached me as of late. From here to Yangtze, people are on alert for a many-faced agitator within their midst, and not even a stray cat is beyond scrutiny. For Sammy there can no longer act so brazenly. I'm afraid this means his trail gone cold. We also have another problem. When he pushed me into the Ruby Sea, the remedy I carried was soaked in salt water. I'm afraid it's no longer effective. Well, I got one too, right? No doubt his plan from the start was to eliminate the one means we had of undoing his cocoon's mimicry. We're at a disadvantage, too great to ignore. Which is why I intend to synthesize a new batch. I was just about to go procure the necessary ingredients from the supplier when you arrived. Why don't you join me? Phone plans don't cover certain numbers, like here premium toll numbers, and that charge you at a higher rate are covered by newer plans. Maybe. But I think I have, I think all of that might be infinite anyway. I don't think I pay for text or for calling at all. I think the only thing I pay for is the, like, I think the plan is infinite everything except for mobile data. I think. But I mean, I don't call anyone. Like, the only thing I use my phone for is sometimes I text my mom. I'm like, hey, can you buy some chocolate milk? And then I play phone games. And I listen to audiobooks. And I use it for alarms. And I listen to music. I saw that SMS are like 30C. That is like the cost of a text like from like 30 years ago. And my plan is probably like 15 years old. Hello, Sonia. Look, it's right there. How is little Mr. Orso? Did he get a good pee and poop? My name, I will summon him. From the silence of streams, there's the dark ocean's harmony. I've never heard of such materials. Where are they found? The deeps in the forest of Toral, a land beyond the Great Sea and far, far to the west of here. Toral, wouldn't this be to the east? I'm confused. Final Fantasy 14 map. Oh, well, yeah. Oh, it's like a live map. Okay, so am I in Firefox right now? I think I am. Okay, so for reference, main continent. Oh, what the hell? Main continent. Let me full screen this. That was my problem. This is Europe, basically. So here we have Europe. And here's Asia, and this is America, which we you know we get that. Right now we are here in Doma. No, we're not in Doma. We're in Kugane, so we're here. And she just said that the place she's from is far to the west. Walkwater. Well, I while listening to that song, I realized that wake, as in Alan Wake, also means a disturbance of water resulting from a boat or jet ski. So she said that it's to the west, like here, but I mean this should be to the east, right? Like it shouldn't even be far to the east. It's like right. It's like presumably just like a little dip over here, right? Or is the world flat? Question mark. Is it flat Earth? Question mark. In 1 R12. I guess it is possible that the world is flat. Which, no, it isn't. We know it isn't flat. We've been to space. So unless this is just a portion of the map and the world is bigger than this, which would be insane, you should just say it's to the east, right? I guess that we're in the east, but then when you go far enough east, you end up west. Ral, I'm afraid my supply chain does not extend quite that far. What did I tell her that I could just teleport over there real quick? I feared that much. It doesn't help that the materials can only be harvested when the season is right. Even were I to return home now, I doubt I could find what we needed. We've no choice but to give up on the remedy. I'm sorry. Now we're at the mercy of Samidar's cunning. You know, since Heaven's Sword, that the world is not flat, okay. I don't know what happened in Heaven's Sword, but I believe you. Hello there, tell me, have you any salves that might ease my aching back? Sir, this isn't an apothecary. Where are your spectacles? Oh, yes, how could I forget? Ah, much better. Huh. Sometimes I forget that I'm as blind as a bat without these. Forgive me, Shirokashi. Sausage? Excuse me, but do those bits of glass covering your eyes help you see better? Well, yes. Are you unfamiliar with spectacles? I've seen folk wearing them before, but I always thought they were decorative like my choker. Tell me, where can I procure a pair of my own? Is she has bad vision? Elizabeth got. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yambuki is your man. He has a breadth of arts and contacts to ensure you receive a pair of fine-tuned to your specifications. You'll find his shop on this very street. I'll look for him, thank you. Good plot twist. I'm sorry, you must be completely bewildered. I thought a failure of a hunter like me would never be able to aid you in a battle, but I just realized there's hope yet. But let's not crowd this story longer. Care to join me over there? Actual good plot twist. If it just turns out she was just nearsighted the entire time. Ever since I was a child, I've had trouble seeing things from afar. That's why my aim with the bow is so poor. I'm not fit to be a hunter, never was. It's only natural that chores like washing sheets and preparing meals fell to me. But I always yearned to do more, to be more. I've looked up to Itoka ever since I can remember. No matter how hard I tried, I simply couldn't give up on my dream. I had to be just like her. I begged her to teach me everything she knew, from the basics of drawing a bow to precise aiming techniques that few hunters use. Yet, despite all her efforts, my sight failed me where it counted most. All my life I thought this was simply how nature intended for me to be. I was content to accept my lot. But now that I know spectacles may improve my eyesight, I feel hope. If I could just try them, perhaps my arrows would fire through. I could join you in battle and maybe even strike down Samidar with my own arrow. We may have lost a remedy, but this would give us an element of surprise. I have to try on spectacles for myself. This is a level 98 quest. Alright, let's go meet this Yamabuki. Is that a boy or a girl? It's a boy with an eye. Hello, Dualius. What's up? Nice, yeah. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a subreddit you can go to with the same name. I think that it might be boys with an eye. Remedy, is that an Alwake reference? Yeah, I think so. A pair of spectacles, is it? I can certainly get you yours order in the pipeline, but I'm afraid there will be a wait. I'm fresh out of supplies, you see, and the next shipment isn't due for a number of weeks. Of course, if you're in a rush, you could roll up your sleeves and get the materials yourself, All you need is the glossy shell of an Azure Hawkbills and a cluster of Aruland quartz. Bring them here and my affiliates can begin work immediately. I think about Humble Monthly. Remember that old 90s group Boyzone? It's impossible to Google them without finding porn. Boyzone. I found them immediately, though. Is that do I recognize their music?
I can't deny you.
I don't think I recognize this.
Girl, when you walked out the door, left me almost in love.
This was the era when we had boy bands. That was we were living life then. Why do I keep finding porn then? Well, I think it might be catering your search results. Civil Escape and a Slam Plague Tale too much for me to give it a fair shake, and I hate Ghost Runner 1. Ghost Runner is good. Yeah, Plague Tale is not good. Who knows what schemes Sam there might contrive should we let down our shades for weeks? Would you be willing to lend me a hand with procuring the materials? If it's split up, we should be able to gather them in the blink of an eye. Fighting a pair, I see. In that case, I dare say you'll be able to negotiate with the Blue Kochi for a carapace of splendid quality. Ah, I visited Tamamisu during my investigation to Ruby Sea. I'll handle the shell. That leaves you with the Aruland Quartz. Pray look for a cavern near Shoal Rock in Ruby Sea. Sprinkle some glitter gravel to lure a shoal, Iwamushi, from its lair within, and retrieve a cluster from its shell. I like Ghost Runner, I thought Ghost Runner was pretty okay. Dinner time, BRB, I'm going to do some reacting. Oh, fun. Let's meet back here when we're finished. This guy's eating dinner at like 1:30. Actual maniac. When Heinrich posted that link to the Yakuza bundle on GOG, I was so fucking mad. Because I bought Infinite Wealth like a day or two before. Oh, it had Infinite Wealth in it? Oh, it's only 0 to 6, okay. I mean, you're never gonna play 0 through 6 though, so... It said complete series, yeah. Well, it's the complete Kiryu part of the series. Well, I mean, there's no way you would play 0 through 6 anyway, right? For like 8% off, and Steam only had it for a 30. Oh yeah, that's fair, yeah. Like I would probably recommend people play 0, and if you really like 0, maybe 1 and 2. But I don't think I would ever recommend anyone play 3, 4, or 5 unless they like... Unless they're like really, really into it. I lived through it via use. I have no desire to play 0 through 5. Yeah, I think they're good games if you don't invest as much into them as I do. Like if you just play 5 casually, I think I give it a pretty decent rating for like if you just play it casually. The problem is more if you do what I do, which is like, oh, let's do all the sub stories, let's do all the content. I think that's when the game kind of falls apart. I mean, I don't like the story, but the story is a little bit like, some people would probably like that a lot, some people don't. Oh, let's go, we should go gamble too. I don't think I've gambled. That's by far, but yeah, the game so far only parts at best I was okay with, yeah. I mean, that's kind of been my disappointment with the Yakuza series, which, I mean, isn't... I mean, it's not its fault. It's just like I played Zero and I was like, damn, this is one of the best games I've ever played. Like, it's so good. And I played 1, and I'm like, this was decent. I played 2, and I'm like, I mean, the gameplay is good. I don't like the story much, but the gameplay is good. And I played 3, and I'm like, oh, ay. And I played 4, and I'm like, ay, 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 ooh, wow. And I played 5, and I'm like, oh, ay, 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 ay. I think it's gonna pick up at 6 and like, particularly Judgment and 7 though. It's my assumption. If I was only into the horror kind of part, yeah, that was the only good part of the game. I like Shinada's part too. Like I like Shinada's part just from like a character perspective. But from like a story perspective, that was the most useless garbage ever. The story was so fucking annoying, yeah. They're just not, like, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why 0 is such a good story and like 5 is such a really awful bad story. But I think it's because they're branching out into too many perspectives. Oh, you're the first return. I trust you have the quartz in hand. I took like 4 guesses and a half as all of them, and then just true. Yeah, kinda. I don't think that's what they did, but I think they bit off more like usual. Like I respect that game. I actually like all the mini games and stuff. If the story was better, I would have rated it way better. But I think it's cool. Like I respect that they're trying something different, right? Like if there's one thing that's the problem with Final Fantasy 14, which I talked about on Discord briefly yesterday, which I'm going to talk about in our review of the game too, is that like they don't do anything different with this. It's like this is a lot of people talk about like how some like visual novels aren't games. I would say this is the least game ever made. There's so little game in this that it's like you know, it's almost exclusively go point A, point B, talk to someone. Go back to point A again, talk to someone, and then talk to someone, and then maybe go to a place, interact with something, talk to someone. So it's like a very repetitive, like non-changing, it not dynamic at all. It's very like static. So at least in Yakuza 5 they try to like kind of branch out, like, oh, we're gonna do all this stuff. And honestly, if they'd focused more on that, it would have been way better. But exit, this will make a fine pair of lenses. Now we only need to wait for your friend. I'm just thinking like how I'm thinking about this game, like how would this game be if it was a single player Final Fantasy game, right? And I'm just thinking like, damn, that would probably be so much better because they could invest so much more into like making it feel alive. But I mean, I do like it a lot. It's just one of those like even though I like it a lot, it could be a much more engaging experience. Because the only part I like of this is just the story. I'm back. Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to alarm you like that. I spoke with Kochi of the Blue as planned, but soon learned that the Hawksbill shells have been sparse of late. They were reluctant to part with a single one. I attempted to wear them down, though, until they proposed an exchange. If I dealt with the Red Kochi, would invaded their fishing grounds and they'd spare a shell. I knew my bow would be useless, so I took a leaf out of Endaline's book and fought them up close and personal. As you can see, I took quite a beating, but so did they. I may be a little worse for wear, but the trouble was worth it. I have the shell, as promised, and with it, your associates can get started. Indeed they can. Let us first measure your eyesight, and then let's get to work. I wish I had some Giga glasses. This is incredible. Everything is so vivid. Why, I'm sure I could hit a bird over the horizon. Come, Endaline. Want to fire some test shots at the sign over there? Oh, hold on. That seems like a fine way to earn the ire of the Sekigumi. I'll prepare some targets for you, so let's move somewhere less crowded. Of course. Thank you for going through the trouble. Like, what the hell? You were a cat all along? The dog behind me right now? Where did he run away? In the window? Wink. That's a huge arrow. Like that, dude, that is an insanely big arrow. But I guess that's what they have to do when they make the bow like 3 times the size of a person. I did it! I really did it! After all these years, my aim is true. When we find Sammy there, he won't know what hit him. I don't know if I can properly describe this feeling to you. After so long, I don't feel like someone pretending to be a hunter. Finally, I don't feel like a burden. As soon as I catch even a whiff of Sammy Deer's trail, we stop him for good. That moment arrives, please lend me your strength for one last time. Together, we'll retrieve the cocoon and return it to my village. 90? Oh, 100 of course. I think the thing I enjoy most in games now is just intentionality in design, which is why I liked RDR2 so much, because that feels like a game that's very intentional designed. It feels like every part of the game is something someone sat down and was like, this is exactly the type of experience I want. But well, this game doesn't feel very intentional. It feels kind of like this is what we have to do rather than this is what we want to do. Because I can't imagine people making quests like this if they you know had any inspiration in them, right? Because the text in this is gonna be fine, but like what I'm actually gonna do is gonna be boring as hell. Charlotte said she wanted to sit down to read, didn't she? In that case, I suspect she's at the control tower right about now. It's the facility that houses the town's electro equipment. She's been haunting the place ever since she was a child. Anytime she needs to read something without distractions, like does not, you'll find her there. Ask her why she's taken with the tower. I couldn't tell you. Anyway, I'll mark it on your map. Go and check her, won't you? Check the girl on the Steam sale banner. She changes poses. I haven't even seen the Steam sale banner. Steam sale. Oh. She only has 2 poses though. What the hell? Inflation driving budget cuts. I've not been to the front page of Steam in a really long time. I should check out my exploration queue at some point. I used to do that on a daily basis, but now I have 400 games on my wishlist, so... Stream Discover Queue Critique? Oh, stream Discovery Queue. Well, the reason I've never done that is because of the not safe for work games. And I don't want to disable the thing because I'm not sure what Steam counts as a not safe for work game. Oh, hello, Endaline. Perfect timing, actually. I just finished reading over the report. Turns out, Yuppie was a Shetona woman, and apparently she's also... My mother. We'll get to that later. More importantly, this report details the major problem she foresaw impacting the farm decades down the line, which is to say, right about now. It says here she buried this microbial colony counter with her findings so that the moment this particular problem started to manifest in the fields, the alarm would sound and draw someone to its attention. Now I want to ask, have you ever been to Usolani Station? The report has suggested a solution for our problem, but it requires a special device she apparently left all the way over to the station. Before you say anything, don't worry, I'll be running off headfirst into danger on my own again. That's assuming, of course, you would accompany me there. Thanks, Endaline. Make whatever preparations you need to, then meet me at the Halo. I'll be waiting. I feel like I have enough games to worry about anyway. The plan is still after this, so I'm just gonna play a bunch of short games that people have suggested. I'm just gonna start at the bottom of my list for time per game, and I'm just gonna work my way up while I finish Elden Ring. So maybe we'll knock like 20 games off the list or something in a few weeks. I bought some. Oh yeah, maybe I should buy. I should probably buy some games. When does the sale end? July 11th. I'm good. I should probably buy some of these games while they're on sale, but I'll deal with that when I'm done with this. All set? Excellent. So about the problem with the farm. According to the report, the cause of declining harvest is an infestation of exo-rays, a type of toxic slime mold. With the electro-pillars fertilizing the soil, everything in the ground stands to benefit, good or bad. That's why the farmlands weeds the fields so aggressively. But by hiding out of sight under the topsoil, the exo-rays have had free reign to draw vital nutrients from the crops. The more they multiply, the smaller our yields. In short, if we're to save the crops, we'll need to exterminate the exo-rays. And to do that, we'll need the device that's stored in a station. Are you with me? But what I don't understand is why UUP would store their report and the device in two separate locations. Wouldn't it have been easier to put them both in the same box? Oh well, no point in wondering, I suppose. Shall we be off then? Kitty cat. Glasses. Ba ba bo ba 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 bo ba ba ba. Here we are at Tashpiani's, where the stones howl. Yupi's report claims that both she and Aunt Nakenta used to live here. Then the land changed so drastically the entire village was all but flung into danger. That's when Queen Sveen turned up. After some discussion, it was decided that the villagers would take refuge in Everkeep. While most were content to stay there, some grew to miss the feel of nature beneath their feet, and so they decided to resettle in the outskirts. Auntie and the others could be living the high life in the Solution 9 right now, if they wanted, but instead they remained loyal to the land. Ah, that dusty old town means the world to me, Endaline. I wish I took on the role of engineer so I could help make life easier for everyone. If I'm going to be responsible for the farm, then it's up to me to solve its problems, whatever they may be. Ah, the station's coming up now, just over the hill to the southeast. I'm not in a hurry. Any hurry to cross the finish line, though. Slow and steady wins the race just as well. Hello again. High five. Oh, wah, 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 wah. Seems downright waste to me. With a little elbow grease, the houses could be good as new, but I suppose it's too far from the safety of Everkeep. You know, that reminds me, apparently the Tonawatwa and the Shatona used to be sworn enemies, can you believe it? But then some king, Gulo something or other, mended the rift between the two peoples, and they came to share the land peaceably. This all happened before Auntie was born, so who knows how many decades ago that was. The Lul Jaja is his name, Biatch, and you will treat him with respect, or else. Do. We've come quite a ways now. Look at the view of Everkeep. When I was little, I attended school there with the other kids from the outskirts. That's where I learned all I need to work as an electro engineer. Yuppie wrote in her report that she once took those same classes. She said that mysterious machines were a new frontier she couldn't help but want to explore. Then she used the knowledge she gained from her formal education to build up Yuppie's Halo. Curious as she was about what technology, it seems nature was her true passion. When I think about all the love and care that went into the Halo, I'm not sure I have any business taking charge of it. We're nearly there now. Let's hurry and secure Yuppie's device. Oh. Truly a sight to behold, isn't it? I hope someday I get to see one of those huge train things running on it, like the old days. I always had my suspicions, but now that I'm seeing it in person, I think we've actually been here before, back when I was younger. All my life, I thought it was just a silly dream I had. Remember walking along the tracks, hand in hand with some grown-up while they talked to me about the station and the lands beyond. Now I think I might know who it was. Your mama? Here we are at Uslan Station. Quite a trek, eh? Before the land fused people, both were in droves, but these days, well, no need to say the obvious, I suppose. And now to retrieve Yuppie's device. I think she said it was in the building here. I just realized they're yapping again. Storage cupboard, bottom shelf at the very back. Ah! Here we are. Apparently this special transformer has already been attuned to the farm's pillars. It should force the X-rays out into the open. Do you remember what I told you before about how the pillars convert the power of lightning into nutrients to help the soil, and the X-rays in turn steal those nutrients for themselves? This device will halt the conversion, funneling a massive energy current straight into the ground in one fell swoop. The beasts will be deprived of their food source and given a nasty shock besides. To skip the shock, they'll have no choice but to form fruiting bodies and burrow to the surface. That's when we strike, or at least that was Yuppie's plan anyway. Isn't she incredible? She realized our soil was at risk of attracting fungi, so she planned out a detailed countermeasure decades in advance. I can scarcely believe someone as middling as me could have a mother so brilliant. Nani? Yuppie is your mother? I found some sort of official document together with the rest of the report. It states that upon Yuppie's death, her daughter was to be given full control of the farm once she reached adulthood. Now I'm come of age and I've been put in charge of the farm. What else am I to think but that she was my mother? It feels like something from a storybook, the tale of a humble villager who was, in truth, the descendant of a great hero. But Yuppie Yuppie is no work of fiction. She was real, and she walked these lands just as I do now. When I first reassigned to Yuppie Yuppie's Halo, I thought there must be some mistake. Why me when there's surely countless others more capable? Still haven't found my answer yet, but if one thing is for certain, it's this. I won't let her legacy wither and die on my watch. At least, now we got a tentative solution for the farm's exo-ray infestation, let's head back to the outskirts and set about putting Yuppie Yuppie's plan into motion. You know something? I think I've come to understand why she hid the device all the way out here. I think maybe, now that I'm a woman grown, she wanted me to see what become of the life we once had. Just a theory, mind. This girl is a yapping champion. She is a giga yapper. After that long walk, I'm sure you must be as tired as I am. We'll enact our extermination plan soon enough, but for now, let's both take a moment to rest. Oh, and thanks for walking with me. I'll see you when I get back. Creamy hot chocolate. That sounds great. Perfect timing, Endaline. I just finished explaining everything to Auntie here. You know, I always wonder why the government would reassign you to Yuppie Yuppie's Halo and imagine you with the founder's daughter. Honestly, I think we would have been better served choosing someone who was there from the beginning, someone like you, Auntie. I don't even remember my mother, and it is because of her that I was promoted to the head of the Halo. I may not be qualified to solve all the farm's problems, but I can at least solve this one. Endaline, it's about time we evicted those unwanted tenants. Once you're ready to get your hands dirty, meet me at the control tower. There's only one last thing we'll need. I feel like, oh, for heaven's sake, here I thought she was worried over something serious. If anything, we were relieved that the local was given for shows for the role. Sure, she may be inexperienced, but we all know she's got a good head on her shoulders. She'll grow into it in time. I understand this whole ordeal has been a lot of trouble, Endaline, but I want you to know how much I appreciate your help. Now, I hope you'll forgive a little worrying on my part, but you do realize fructified exo-rays are essentially mushroom monsters, yes? They're more troublesome than they look, so please be careful. If her mom was so smart, why would she prepare for like a problem in the future by hiding away devices people can use for it? Why wouldn't she just like make sure it wasn't a problem in the future? It's like if I knew mold would grow in my walls, I'm like, okay, mold is gonna grow on the walls. So under my floorboards, I hide like a secret message to whoever moves in there after me, like, hey, in a few years it's gonna be mold in the walls because I know it's growing there. And here's the way you solve it. Just like, okay, why didn't I just deal with it myself then? There you are you ready, Endaline? As soon as I integrated this transformer into the control tower's circuitry, those electro pillars are going to send lightning straight into the ground. Your job is to serve the eastern and western fields and stamp out any fungal fiends that's brought up. Take this communicator and await my signal. Our plan begins as soon as you get into position at the farm. And I won't say that because they said, oh, she was so smart. She was so clever. She hid a thing in the ground that she predicted that the bacteria underground the mold would take over. So she created a sensor for the mold that would detect when it reached a critical level, so that it would start making sound, so that someone would find it and start reading the note. That would be her daughter, she hoped. And she would read the note that would lead her to the solution to her problem. But like, what the hell? That's like the dumbest thing ever. You could have fixed this before it became a problem. It's like shit in a bottle of mold killer for the walls under the floor. Yeah. Like. Let's say that you run like the building you run, right? Let's say there's a problem with the basement and it floods all the time. It doesn't all the time, but it's like slowly filling with water. No one's really down there ever, right? So it's like slowly filling with water. And you know that eventually there's gonna be too much water down there. So you put a little water detector thing down there that when it reaches a certain level, it will start giving off an alarm. So that, and there's like a note attached to, with solutions on how to fix this problem. Like once you're done working there, and like 20 years in the future, they start taking an alarm. Like, what the hell is that? It's like they've noticed all the problems with the building. They're not sure what's happening, and they hear an alarm. They're like, "Oh, wait, there's a basement." They go down to the basement. It's like giga flooded, and there's like a note from you, and it says like, "Hello, it's Jace here, a previous building owner guy. I predicted that this basement would flood, so I created this water detector in order to warn you when it got to a critical level. All you have to do is go to the 6th floor and turn this wrench around. Then you're good to go." They're like, "What the hell? What the hell? Why did Jace just do that?" What the frick? I got your back, buddy. Testing, Endaline, can you hear me? The transformer is connected and on standby. As soon as activated, the X-rays are going to come out crawling at full speed. Like, thank me later, yeah? Like, we wouldn't have to fight these giant X-rays if it wasn't for her mom. This is her mom's fault. What if I wasn't here? They would just die. They would be dead now. Oh, I got a new ability. Oh, that's a new ability. That was sick. Oh, that's sick. I love that. Hell yeah, brother. Ooh, brother, ooh. I'm kind of tempted to add this on my bar twice. I think I'm gonna add that to there, move this over here, move this up there. Did they say he's going to Platinum Yakuza 3, 4, and 5? Yeah, he did. He said, I'm going to do that, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I'd rather drink bleach and hang myself in convention. What the hell? What the hell? You would rather drink bleach and hang yourself than spend like 2 weeks playing video games? You are a sick fuck, and you like to fuck. I know you do. I got a monk? Oh, it's a saga. I should also light myself on fire. I really owe you, one Endaline. With any luck, the X-ray should be well and truly exterminated. There's now the matter of changing the soil, of course, and taking measures to prevent future infestations. But thanks to you, the Halo is on the road to recovery. Yeah, not thanks to your mom. She's actually like a sick fuck. Unironically, she is sick and demented. Hello there, do you still have misgiving about your reassignment? None of us are upset by the idea of you taking charge of the Halo. The only thing that matters is how you feel about taking up the position. If this isn't the life you want, it's not too late to change your mind, you know? There was a message on how to fix this in the future, yeah. Thanks, Auntie, but I think I'll be just fine. It's always been my dream to give back to the community that raised me. The way I see it, I've just been given a more direct opportunity to do so. I only need a little more time to come to terms with it, that's all. The person that wrote this is like, why her air spend? That's just a bunny thing. If Dawntrail exists, it means my descendants are seriously slacking. Wait, what? Why is that? When I was walking from Usulani station with Endaline, I remembered that I used to make the same trip with someone else. Yuppie probably. I think she used to tell me stories of her homeland. She built this farm so that our people could survive in the outskirts, but I don't think that was ever her dream. Deep down, I think she wanted more than anything was to rebuild Tashipiani and the station. That's a dream I'd like to see realized, and it can't be done if I'm content to stay here in the outskirts. I don't know if for sure what my next steps will be, but I have a lot of ideas. They've come to the past and given me a book on sports betting by now. They didn't go back in time and give Dallas a sports results almanac. Well, I mean, they probably realized how wicked. Maybe they did that, and then they saw how wicked and evil a world you created with your empire. And then they said, "All right, let's not do that," and they undid it. They came back and took it away from you again. Oh dear, should the coin keeper be concerned? I wonder. Now then, Endaline, if it weren't for you, we may never have gotten to the bottom of this mystery. At the risk of repeating myself, thank you for helping and for caring. If you think my descendants aren't Sith, I have a bridge to sell you. They would profit of Dualius's dynasty. No, because he would have them killed. Maybe that's what happened to Dualius. Maybe in that world where they did that, you had all of your family murdered, and then you destroyed the timeline in which they gave you the thing. You helped us more than you will ever know. I actually really enjoyed our little trip to the station. Next time I have a business out there, you better clear your schedule. Dual is an overlord, not immortal. Do they not want to inherit my vast wealth and riches? Maybe they watched the stream and they realized that there's someone else that if they give that money and power to will treat it with more respect and will be a much better leader. Someone they can trust and cherish, and someone which will give them trust in return. And harm. Feels Bagman? Yeah, maybe. No, not Feels Bagman. That guy's a psychopath. Have you seen how he keeps changing his name? Right now it's probably just capitalized man. It's probably just man capitalized. If they gave it to me, I would still hook them up for life. Yeah, you'd hook them up, alright? On meat hooks, and then you would eat them. My, what a pleasant surprise! I hope you've been well since the appearance of this peculiar place. When I first heard the rumble of a stomach coming from within this dome, I mistook it for the roar of thunder. But sure enough, there was indeed a poor soul in need of my assistance, so that I could make myself be seen to them. I can but assume it was fate that guided you here to see them given the help they need and deserve. Please follow me, and I shall take you to them. If I was that rich, I'd buy the highway near my house, and then I'd make it private access road. If I was that rich, I would buy the highway near my home, and I would turn it into a forest. And then I would use the money I earned from that forest to buy more highways and turn that into forests, until the entire Earth was just one big forest. And then a guy named Adam Nothing on YouTube would start making videos about how all these forests could be highways instead. This Milala excludes overconfidence, perhaps to mask what is ailing his crumbling stomach. We try the vegetables from the outskirts, they said. Bah, who could stand to eat this swill? I can't do it, I won't. A man of Everkeep deserves better than this. With the perfect manufactured rations of the production facility full to the bursting with nutrients, I could easily work for days with little rest. But this, I sooner starve myself until my work is done. Ah, a rather sophisticated palate, it would seem. Perhaps it would take a generous helping of my kernels. Apply a little heat, then pop, pop, pop. Pop, 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 pop. There, let us see what he thinks of my popped corn. What in the blazes is this? Nom 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 nom. This is absolutely delicious, light and fluffy, yet all crunchy and perfectly salted. I've never seen such a thing in Solution 9. And you say this was made from a vegetable? It would appear the plants grow down here are not to be underestimated. I believe I owe the farmers an apology. Corn Servant is the savior of this expansion. Ah ha ha! The popcorn was a rousing success. He convinced himself that foods should simply be taken as they are, never realizing that they can become so much more given the right preparation. It was heartening to see something so simple as a popped kernel could give him a newfound appreciation for food. And with that, I believe our work here is done. I can scarcely imagine where my search for bellies in need of nourishment will take me next. Whatever that may be, I should be glad to see you there. Safe travels, my friend. If I was that rich, I would buy my street and install an escalator the whole length so I can get to a train station without walking. Why would you go to the train station if you were rich? If you're here for fishing, make sure you don't touch any of our catches with your bare hands, or you'll be in for a shock. Private access escalator. I'm on the walk in the mornings, but it's all uphill in the afternoons. As I said before, if I was rich, I would buy a large piece of property out in the middle of nowhere, like a huge piece of property next to like a mountain in a forest. I would build like a replica Millennium Falcon there. Then I would have a giant dog sanctuary. And I would live in the replica Millennium Falcon, of course. It doesn't have to be the Millennium Falcon, it's just the first spaceship I could think of. Then I would have a dog sanctuary for all dogs. I would just take all the dogs in. All of them. Like, oh, you got an orphan dog? Well, that's my dog now. Yoink. And I would do that again, and again, and again. I think I'll just buy Okinawa. Well, that makes sense. Like all of it. Yeah, that's fair. I did the corn servant job as the wrong, or I think that's the wrong job, but it happens. It happens.
Hi there, mister.
Hi there, Mia. How you doing? Regulators give Soralja a frightful advantage, and that's just one of the devices he's got on his hands. If we were to have a chance of defeating him, we have to learn all we can about the technology he has at his disposal. I understand this is part of their culture, but it is no less disconcerting. Having seen the beauty of the ethereal sea for... Oh yeah, we already read all this. I'm gonna work some more on that funk project, and now I'm making lunch. Drifto! What are you having for lunch? I'm gonna go grab a drink. How are you? I'm pretty tired. I'm kind of tired. I'm making sausage rolls. Oh my god, that sounds delicious. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Papa? 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 Alright, I'm returned, everyone. I trust you've gained an insight into the use of sauce in Alexandria. Why is the Twitch logo a character in this game? That would be good advertisement. Where's our chocolate? I didn't get chocolate milk, I got soft. I already drank chocolate milk, I don't want to drink more chocolate milk, I just wanted something that wasn't water. What the fuck? Yeah, I did get soft. Soft gang, yeah, there you go. It's shocking, I know, I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all, but for now let's head back to Earth and Sky. I already had chocolate milk. At this rate... There's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. Soft... What the hell? What are you doing, dude? What kind of soft? I have no idea, dude. It was just the only thing on the counter. I just took it. I have no idea. Where does soft sit on the scale of Coca-Cola to expired Christmas soda? That's a bit of a weird flavor to it. I'm not sure what it is. It's pink though. It's pink flavored. It was like 1% Ribena. Ribena? Ribena? Nani? Where does it sit? What do you mean, like, in terms of, like, how good it is, or...? Rhubarb. I'm having Ribena right now. What is that? What is that? What is that? Wait, this isn't even the thing. I thought I was doing the fate. But am I doing the no, this is the fate. The hell? I thought I was doing the fate. I wasn't doing the fate. Maybe I'll buy some next time out the shops. It's black currant cordial. You can, but you can pre-mix. I mix mine with Sprite for some extra oomph. Elderflower is the best soft. Elderflower? What is this? An Elden Ring commercial? I don't drink that much soft. I just had a craving for it right now. But I drank a lot of it a few like months back. I started getting this like weird aftertaste in my mouth. It was like the soft was like constantly coating my mouth or something. You drink soft all the time, literally every day. I don't. You just want whatever wasn't water, yeah. I just wanted something that... Because I was just at the dentist, so I need to, like, undo all their hard work. Little peach soft, which for some reason is labeled as iced tea. I think I've seen some of those bottles. You gotta keep his teeth on their feet so they don't get lazy. Dude, I think I've said this before. I love my dentist. She's so competent, and I don't think I could ever go back to having a male dentist. I don't think I could ever have a male dentist again. I don't know. It's well that we could see firsthand how regulators are used to draw upon even the souls of fiends. I shudder to imagine how powerful Sriracha could become. What does Lamati wish to discuss, I wonder? To think that everyone has lived here for 30 years, long enough to become accustomed to the way of life. I understand the argument that we should keep an open mind if this practice is integral to the culture, but every fiber of my being rails against it. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuliolal, Ellen, and Alexandria. And while Sriracha knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we have seen what lies within that enormous tower. We haven't seen what lies in... So here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Shashuya and their people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust, but the fact remains that they share our desire to stop Zoralia. Sven, too, claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? It's simple, really. Their leader is Erenvil's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sven may feel, she's the ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. A fair point, and knowing Zoralia, we must assume that his arrangement with Sven was not made without some consideration. All I know is that it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcome. So now I think about replacing all my teeth with implants. That crap's so expensive. That's why I haven't done it. Literal thousands per tooth. Yeah, I don't know. That probably comes with its own set of problems, I imagine, right? Hold on, there's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tuliolal. As you say, we have no proof that it's really Kashiwa, but I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can, otherwise we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that, we need to study the enemy, and we need to, when the time comes, strike down Zoralia for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Erenvil. You've always had great instincts, honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? It's a trap, then we'll deal with it when it's sprung. I trust you as well. That's always the way with you. Fine, if you're set on this, then I'll say no more. I don't trust him, I know that. But he's a bunny boy. Erenvil's a bunny boy. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. Bunny boy. Aaron Willie is a bunny boy. I'll be real, I thought that was a bunny girl. And then you got it. You just understood why. You just got why the bunny boys are so hot. You get it now. You understand. Mystery solved. Oh, alright, let's speak to people. The vow of her soul is possessed of the conviction and flexibility both. If the tales are true, she'll learn much in the course of the rite of succession. With the resources at their disposal, I'm hopeful that Shua and her people will make great allies. I'm unaccustomed to seeing her make decisions like a ruler, but better than her former vacillating self, though. I don't know what that word means. Vacillating. 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 Definition. Wavering between different opinions or actions. Irresolute. Okay. I agree with Clamart. It's a gamble regardless of whether or not we choose to work with the people here, and more knowledge is better than less. While I'm all for dealing with Suralcha, we need to consider how our actions may affect ordinary Alexandrians. They're not the enemy after all. You understand how the regulators work now, I trust? It's one of those things that's best seen in action. I don't think we need that, but sure. Oh, hello again. These are twins, guys. The wildfire can be dangerous out there. You need to take care if you don't wear a regulator. Wildlife. Not wildfire. Twins. Voiced, maybe? No. No. Kachua, there's something I need to tell you and your people. Wouldn't it be so weird if they just started kissing each other right now? Unless... I'm gonna start kissing you right now, Jace. There we go. Brother, ew.
Brother, what's that?
Kiss it. What the hell?
What's that, brother?
Well memed, sir. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Suralja.
You know, I was eating sushi!
Yeah, that you were. But I thought he was your brother. You really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As well for Soul, it forced me to bring him to account. I'm prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes.
Do you think black people?
What a fucking liar, dude.
What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude.
Like us, you and yours oppose Sriracha. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize that this is sudden, that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal. So fight with me, I beg you. As you say, our goals align. I don't doubt you resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Yeah, that's one.
Oh, yeah.
One of my most popular clips. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you, my fussy little bun. He's all the reason I need. What a cute small dog. Yeah, that dog was so... I just want to grab her. Then it's decided. Here's our fruitful collaboration. Thank you, Kashiwa. Everyone, together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. What is our update on Luxury? What do you mean update on her? She's here. She was here yesterday. She got treats. Then let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Sriracha's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides on the uppermost level, but while Queen Sveen has his penance for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. Picking his solids now? Not really. But I kind of forgotten I gave her treats anyway. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at a given time, it could only be the Queen. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Sriracha will eventually march onto Loyola again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is that we'd have to wait for an invasion to happen. Innocents will be put in harm's way.
Amazing.
Amazing! What's up, Soapy? Hello! Then she healed for Independence Day. Oh. Hello, Soapy. What's up? How are you doing? Oh, I was gonna do that. What the hell? Fran?
You get all that? No.
What the hell?
Detective 2 Electric Boogaloo, baby. Anomalum ba 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 da da. Anomalum ba ba da ba. Anomalum ba.
We just have the singing clips. Thank you so much for raid, Soapy. How's your stream? I saw you were playing some Pacific Drive before I went to bed, but I guess your Slotways. I guess you played something else at the end of your stream. Slotways. Oh, it's an itch.io game. Ooh, this looks like this looks like a video game. Oh, what the hell is this? itch.io is synonymous with porn? I have never seen anything porn related on itch.io ever. But I just went to type YouTube, but I typed porn instead because you said porn. You sick freak. Slot waste. Oh. I've seen way too many. Where do you go on itch.io to find porn? I've never seen any porn on itch.io. Yeah, scroll down. I found something called Love and Country. Doesn't look like it's porn. This porn on itch.io. According to Jays, yeah. The area to play it. What type of game is it? It looks weird. Why do these itch.io people not put their games on Steam? Isn't that just free money, basically? Finish it in like 15 minutes. Oh, that makes sense. What type of game is this, though? Just look at like the pictures in this short video. I don't know if I even understand what the game is. Is it like a puzzle game or? It's a good game. Well, there you go. Does Steam not charge for listings? You have to pay 100. How much to publish a game on Steam? You have to pay 100. Yeah, you have to pay $100. That's it. And I think you only have to pay the $100 once. So once you've paid the money one time, you can just keep publishing games. I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's $100 per game, but once you make $1,000, you get that $100 back. Probably more money than these show games make. No shot, dude. You like, I mean, even if you sold this game for $1, you don't think 1,000 people would buy this game over time, or 100 people? I mean. All right. Hey, listen. I'll add it to my list, okay, Sophie? But I'm not promising I'm playing it anytime soon. No, I'm really not the target market. All right, we'll add it to the list. Since you said my mind will be blown. Here, we'll do it live. Okay, we're at the bottom of the list. What was it called again? It was called Slot Waste. Slot Waste. I mean, you said it was mine, but I'll put it at mid though. Streamed, no. Released, streaming, yeah. Soapy, there you go. Notes, none. Have a minigame in between games. This is perfect. Yeah, sure. So it's like 25 minutes. 0.25. Both is at 0.25. I think a lot of the itch.io games would probably sell pretty well. Look, it's game number 750 exactly. Crazy, that's perfect. I think like the thing is, so it doesn't even need to sell much, right? Like if you put that game out there on Steam and you put it for like $1, if you exclude Steam's cut, you don't have to sell that many copies. Yo, if it isn't Elsba G-Man. Hello, Fee Elsba G-Man. Depends on the audience interest, yeah. I feel like based on what this looked like though. Slot Waste. I feel like a game with these pictures would probably sell a few copies. Like people are like, that looks like a video game. Yeah, hope you had a good stream. Hello, people on Sophie Stream. I'm Line here, video game broadcaster current. Oh, let me do a proper shout out. At Sophie. Did we do the big boy shout out? Oh yeah, we did. Everyone please go follow Sophie, of course. I'm currently playing through Dawntrail, the new Final Fantasy 14 expansion. I did bitch. Yeah, but you do too early. You need to give me a chance to like mention it while it's up in the corner. You do it too early. Everyone's distracted by the clips when you do it. Currently playing Final Fantasy 14. If you're worried about spoilers for Final Fantasy 14, then you should look away. We are at towards the end of the recent expansions. So obviously, you know, big giga spoilers. I heard about it, Final Fantasy 14. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. Shark was talking about, yeah, Shark was in there yesterday, I think. I think he's further along than I am, but I'm not sure. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuliolal. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Koana, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wanted the duel to show everyone that he is a superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you a chance? Surely he's aware of your presence, yeah? At that, I can only guess. Perhaps he wanted to dazzle us with this wondrous realm, but if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Blah blah blah. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him, show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Koana instead. He'll attack Tuliyola again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe the best approach, then we have no objection. Any campaign against Tuliyola requires that Suralja leads his forces through Vanguard. We'll have lookouts, keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, they'll need time to prepare for their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Ystrola, and will make sure to keep our comrades appraised of developments. You can leave the Vanguard to us. We'll send word at first sign of movement. It seems you have a plan. While we wait for Suralja to move, you'd be well prepared for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourself with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you to Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh, I thought this was what place was it? You'll be impressed to know that we've located right inside that tower in the residential district of Solution 9. Hiding in a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint. About that, Sveen said she'd make it so we could enter without issue. It's still Final Fantasy. I saw the robot fella from the other side of the apartment and thought you'd switch games. Oh, this dude? What's up, Mortis? Oh, hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. She did? Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps you're in the clear then. When you're ready, come meet me at the tower entrance. Oh, my little boy. My little boy. My little boy. Oh, my little boy. My little boy. My little boy Logan. My little boy Logan. My little boy. My little boy. My little boy. Det er sånn der varmt snart også igjen, så det skal begynne å regne litt, hæ? Slapp av. Ok. Da igjen, slapp av. Slapp av. Du, slapp av. Hva? Det er slapp av. He scratched my leg. The rose name is Kashua. How do you even say it? I just say Kashua. But they say it differently when it's voiced. They say like Kashika or something, I don't know. I forgot, so I just say Kashua. This robot is a hot bunny woman for the record. First of all, spoiler alert. But secondly, the one bane of this entire expansion is that it's set in Final Fantasy's version of South America, basically, and for some reason they just went completely bonkers town with all of the names. So I just get like name fatigue. Because no one has like names you can read. There's all like Skrabralskraskruskler, and you're like, oh, okay, sure. Let me just head to Skrabralkraskrusker. So 90% of the time when I read a name, I just whatever the first comes into my brain, I just read it out loud. I just like, well, whatever it is. It's genuinely infuriating, and it's so stupid. It feels like one of the biggest like mistakes people make. Come on, I like Shagralskruskrus. Yeah, it's like it feels like one of the biggest mistakes people make when they want to make something exotic. They don't think about how the fact that people need to pronounce these names. And sure, you want to make it authentic to the location, but ultimately, the people that are going to read those names need to be able to like pronounce them to care about them, right? Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? This guy has a good name. It's just Geode. After all, names are good to know when working together. But look at some of these locations here. Like if we go to Yoktoral and we go to like not Okanu, but this place. Oh yeah, let me just head to the Soberit. The Soberit. The Suksdros. Let me just head to the Sexudros real quick. C note Neusoti? Neusoti? Oh yeah, let me just go real quick to the X-Yinbek to Soli. I just want to go to the X-Yinbek to Soli real quick. Let me just head to the X-Yinbek Soli real quick. Jesus Christ. And then this is called Ankle Deep. It's just me or our Eldermill and Kashiwa completely opposite in personality. Been making new friends and entering the tower, I can't help but feel a little excited. The intelligence that Kashiwa and her people possess will be very useful to our efforts. If it isn't their main headquarters, I can't imagine what the actual place is like. Alice is an old character, so we give her a pass. But it's also one of those, like, I never remember how to write her name. I could not write her name ever, because I forget exactly how you write it. It's eerie having my mother's voice come from that peculiar machine. Nice to meet you. Oh, they're saying the same thing. Well, I'll be rootin' darn tootin'. While Oblivion has operatives all over, we're the main crew here. Yeah, it's the G-Man. I'm Geo, the leader of this hideout. And the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayakwe. See what I mean? Why is her name Nostalgia and the other girl's name is Wayakwe? I'm Nostalgia, it's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins say that explains the resemblance. Wayakwe is to not one name unless I'm mistaken. Nostalgia directed by Hideo Kojima. That's right, our mother is Toliolan and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. This names are something if an online fancy name generator would spit out on first pull, yeah. They're beautiful names. Thank you, though I have no memory of my mother. I like to think I carry a part of her with me. So what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope that he'd been released, but when months went by with no word from or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We had already lost the memories of our mother, but didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now, everyone who had known him. That bastard, even here, he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later we were approached by a member of the Oblivion, hoping to get justice for our father, we joined the Order. When did they add Gunbreak to the game? Shadowbringer. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together we'll avenge your father. Is it DPS or tank? It's tank. It's a tank job. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. You introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. And while mine is to what? Tona what one? Tona what Wowtown? Name, I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes, our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The walls are beautiful, the food delicious, and everything's so nice, you love it. And that's us here. You'll meet others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts all. Ellen Shepia, this too. Ellen Shepia? I want to know that it's just Ellen Shepia, because that's what his mom said. Ellen Shepia, one last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kachua. She talks about you so much. It's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Gunbreaker is pretty cool. It's the only job I play outside of Monk, really. Like on a regular basis. It's really, really cool. That's a lot of cool animations and stuff. Meanwhile, elsewhere? Question mark? Oh. This is gonna be voice probably, huh? Suralja?
You've been consulting with Wook Lamat. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require, is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wook Lamat bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Wook Lamat and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as Argos align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Uklamat, if you are Father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
What now?
If you like it, you should play Final Fantasy VIII. I'll do that right after I play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6, yeah. Because we're already playing 7. It's the Arbiter from Halo? I can see that. That kind of looks like an Arbiter, yeah. Sveen is not pronounced as Sven. No, it's Sveen. Sveen. These are just too weird for me in this game. I think most of the names are fine. It's just a lot of the like names they chose for this expansion in particular that are hard to pronounce. That'll help her if she mentions anything embarrassing. At long last we're entering the tower. Not that I'm excited or anything, not unduly. Nostalgia and Wayakwe remind me of Alphino and myself, similar but so very different. We should chat sometime, Twin Tails. It takes no small amount of courage to oppose Soralcha and his army. The members of Oblivion must be driven, indeed. Right, Kashua's waiting. Let's head to the tower. I think most of the names are fine. I think they just needed to like make names that were easier to pronounce if you're not used to like the Latin American languages, I guess. Because I'm sure people from like Spanish language countries, like language family countries, have no problem with these names. Wuklamat sounds Arabic. Maybe. I think it's supposed to be Peruvian. But Wuk is like a moniker though. Like, how do you say this name? Loanyin? Loanyin? Oh yeah, everyone look, it's Uawashi. Oh yeah, Uawashi. Yeah, I love Uawashi. Oh look guys, it's Mender. Toshana, that's not too bad. Oh hey look guys, look, it's Vihuakwe. Wow, walla bing bang. Junk more. Well, these are just vendors. These are the standard vendors that you find anywhere. They just sell you gear. It's an occupation. Well, yeah, kinda. Little name, yeah. It's this NPC identifier. Alright, time to head into the Everkeep Ward. Go. Goodbye guys, see you later. Invincible wall! Visitor detected. Verify access right. Error. No data found. You must be accompanied by registered personnel to proceed. Voice question mark? No. What? Not voiced. Ah, there you are. If Queen Sphene has registered you as a guest, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a swarm of Seralja's minions to deal with. Nothing for it but to see if Sphene has betrayed us, eh? Beep boop, I'm a robot. Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass, if you'd be so kind. Outrunner guide unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome, guests of Queen Sphene. Yo, Sergeant, what's up? Hello. What a relief. There you have it. It seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. Is this city number 2? Sargento-sama. Naruhodo. This is voiced. Oh, this is big voiced. Damn. We really are in the future era.
Everkeep. A tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home,
This is very Mass Effect.
what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
This is Mass Effect, yeah. Is this supposed to be 30 years in the past? No, it's 30 years in the future. But this is a different, like a different universe, like a different dimension.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrope, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed of the life back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore? I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zeralja's dominion, do you not?
You had an explorer.
I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. The elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later.
See you later, alligator hater potato manator.
I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That, I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe. But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in her. You must have been through a lot together.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Eleanor, why didn't you mention this sooner?
Even she, when she says the name, it's actually just glossing over it like,
You want to explore together? It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
Nod.